Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome back to Pastor Speak. Today I'll be sharing on the last topic for attractional families, which is on building relationships with others intentionally. Let me begin by sharing with you a verse from Matthew chapter 5, verse 14 to 16. It says, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." And when I think about this verse, I think about how during certain rainy seasons, you will see a swarm of flying ants just swarming through our homes, right? And usually they're found at a certain spot, which is where the light source is, right? Because they're so attracted to the light. And it's good for me because I'm terrified of insects. I do not like insects. I don't like flying ants. So as long as I know that they are at a certain light source, I know that's where I need to avoid them, right? But how does this apply to us? Right? In the same way where flying ants are attracted to the light source, we are also to attract others through our light, through our good deeds, so that people might see Jesus through us, they might experience God's love through us. But right now we're in a pandemic season where everyone's kind of like isolated on their own. How then can we show, right? How then can we show good deeds to others? I believe this is definitely a unique season where everyone's kind of like in the same boat together. What you're experiencing right now, your neighbor might be experiencing as well. Your friend might be experiencing as well. Right? For example, you might be a parent who is juggling between work and also your children's schoolwork at the same time. So you're juggling between being a teacher, being a parent, and also being a worker. Or you might be also going through certain workplace changes or job changes, which might be the same as your colleague or friend. Or you could also be facing certain financial instabilities as well during this time. So this whole pandemic has kind of given us an ability to empathize with each other, to understand what each other's going through, because we're all in the same boat together. And with this, we could actually show genuine care and concern to others. And then this can be a way for us to be a light to those around us, simply by just showing our genuine care and concern. So how does this look like in a social distancing environment? It could begin with texting someone, right? Texting a friend that you have not contacted for some time, just asking them, how are you doing, right? And I'm talking about friends who are beyond the church circle, beyond the church environment, beyond your CG members, beyond your home fellowship members, friends from your workplace, friends you've not met for some time. We could just text them and ask them how they are doing, right? Or if you know of friends who are in need, who are in financial need, who are in difficulties, you can even offer to pray for them as well. Or for example, if you are a good cook, like Pastor Anand, right? You could whip up your best dish and share it with those around you, share it with your co-workers, share it with your neighbors as well, and I'm sure it will bless someone. And this is also something that my family has been experiencing as well, with an auntie neighbor who has been dropping by quite often to share us a dish that she has made. And this has blessed us a lot because not only do we have to cook one last dish, but it has also increased and deepened our fellowship with this particular auntie. So maybe it could be you as well, that you could whip up a dessert or a dish for a neighbor to bless someone in need. Or perhaps you might know of a family or an individual who is in need. And you could also rally some friends to chip in to buy a meal for the person, or chip in to buy provisions for the family as well, right? I believe that even with technology nowadays, there's lesser limitations to what we can do. And one thing that I'm really thankful for is through Grab deliveries, where not only can I order food for myself, but I could also order something for someone else as well. Especially during someone's birthday, I can just order them a cup of coffee or some cakes to celebrate for them as well. But perhaps you might know of friends who might be struggling in their workplace, who are struggling even at home. You could even send them something as a gesture of encouragement to bless them. So I believe that during this whole pandemic season, even though we are isolated from each other, there's still many ways that we can still reach out to someone. So perhaps a question that I can ask us today, for myself and even for you to think about, is who is someone that you can encourage today? Who is someone that you can show genuine care and concern, not only today, but also this week and the weeks to come as well, right? Maybe as you're thinking about this, certain phases are coming to your mind, right? So let's not just stop at those phases, but also approach them even today. Send them a text, send them a cup of coffee, send them a word of encouragement or a prayer during this time. Let us continue to be lights for Christ wherever we are, even during this pandemic season, even during, ever more so during this dark season, that we can be the light for Christ, right? God bless. See you soon.